or 2003 Honda Rancher 350 ES. And so this video is going to be a really quick, short installation. I actually went online and, well, starting back, I actually had a plow mount already for a 2004 Honda Foreman 500. If you read some of my previous articles, a lot of what you see on my Foreman 350 are from my Foreman 500, including the winch. Unfortunately, the mount bracket was not the same. I probably could have retrofitted it, but due to the fact that the plow is extremely heavy, it's a moose plow, I said, let me go ahead and see if I can find the correct winch mount for this vehicle. In fact, I did. If any of you know me, one of my biggest things is I like to save money. And so it doesn't hurt you to find the right part and then type that number in Google and see what your best price could be. So I actually went on eBay. That's typically my go-to initially. That sets the bar, but they're around 50, 60 bucks for this particular mount. And this is a Extreme Max mount. It comes with the mount. It comes with your U-bolts, and it also comes with this is like a restrainer bracket here. Okay. I wound up finding this on Amazon for 30 bucks, which I thought was not a bad deal. Here is your Extreme Match. And again, that's for Honda Rancher 2000, 2007. That's your part number. I don't know if a lot of you know, with Amazon, they also sell used parts. So this was actually considered a used part. So I know a lot of you, when you think of used, you think of something somebody actually used and then returned it. That's not necessarily the case. What I found with Amazon, even with brakes, you can buy used brakes. They weren't used. Somebody purchased the wrong part and returned them to Amazon. And Amazon, because it's an open box, automatically discounts it. This was like 45 bucks. New. Used was $29.95. So there was one left in stock. So my recommendation is anytime you go to Amazon, go to the original part and then scroll down to the bottom. And once you scroll down to the bottom, if they have any used in stock, they'll say save with used and offer you a better discounted rate. So this was $29.95 is what I paid for it. So what you're going to do is that the winch here, unlike the Foreman, the winch mounted here in the front. Clearly there's no space for that. So the winch is actually going to be mounting up here on this bracket. Per the directions, the only thing that actually has to come off are these 12mm bolts on both sides here, because that's where that's where these are going to line up right here. And so as it goes inside, it's going to be similarly like this. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I'm actually going to install that. And so as you can see, the mount is in. Okay. Now, I want to tell you something. The U-bolts that come with this thing, they're cheap. That's the first thing I want to tell you. You're going to have to replace them. As soon as you tighten down, they pop off. Fortunately for me, I don't like to throw anything away. So I actually had U-bolts from the Foreman 500 that I had that I was able to put in the back. But these U-bolts that come with this winch kit are horrible. So you're going to have to get them. You can go to Home Depot. I think I paid $1.21 for them. So you might as well go ahead and get them. Part two. To get these 12mm bolts on, I actually used a 2x4 as a wedge because it's going to be tight. So I actually had to wedge down the other side to get those to go in. But as you can see, that did work. these are, the bracket in the front is also pretty tight. So I actually used another wedge or crowbar actually to ream that down to get the U-bolts through so that I could thread them. The front plate, I thought I was going to get away with not taking that off, but you're going to have to take the front plate off so that you can hold the U-bolts so that you can secure them with the lock nuts. So my suggestion is, I think it's, you got 4 12mm bolts. They were a little rusted, so I backed them out easily, put some WD-40, backed them back in, backed them out until I backed them all the way out, and then I lubricate them with WD-40. That would be a suggestion. You don't want to break any bolts if you don't have to. This was the winch that I actually had on my Foreman 500. It does fit, but it is a Yamaha winch. So I was able to secure that, but I will not be wiring it yet, as the winch mount bracket for the front was very rusty. So I'm actually going to scrape it down, prime it, and repaint it before I attach it. So this is going to be a little longer process than I thought. I do keep it in the garage, so I do want it looking the best I can. And then the rollers for the winch were rusted too, so either I'll sand them down and paint them also, or replace them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but they need to be cleaned up. So that's my take on installing this bracket overall. I mean, it does fit pretty good. It is secure. It is heavy duty. And I'm actually looking forward to attaching my plow to get this thing to work the way it needs to. So any questions, drop a comment. And I do recommend this overall Extreme Max winch. Till next time.